How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Today we're going to be ranking Sun and Moon booster box sets, and what's really great is that we're going to be using a rubric. And before we get to that rubric, I want to explain the rubric real quick. We're going to go strongest to weakest investments, and when I say investments, we're going to be looking at the values of these Pokemon sets. We're going to look at the popularity of the set, the card value, the depth, the print run, and the entry point if we're looking to get into these sets. So let's go ahead and check out my tier list. I have the S tier for buy everything because the set's popular, it's got some card value, there's some depth to the set, the print run isn't incredibly crazy, and Sun and Moon isn't that crazy to begin with, but besides maybe Hidden Fates. And then finally the entry point. How expensive is the set relative to the ETB or relative to the packs? In the A tier, we have the buy an ETB because I think it has a good low entry point and value in cards. And then the B tier is buy packs or build and battle stadiums. For example, Lost Thunder I think is a good choice. And then the D tier is just don't buy, don't touch. And there's not too many sets, but only one that I can think of about don't buy, don't touch. So just an overview, we have the Sun and Moon base set, Sogalo and Lunala. Guardians Rising, featuring Tapu Koko, Necrozma. The third set is Burning Shadow, so this is where we get a Charizard typically in Pokemon. The fourth set is the Shining Legends specialty set, featuring Ho-Oh. It's a $267 ETB. Crimson Invasion's only $62 in ETB, but the set isn't very strong. Ultra Prism is pretty expensive at $280. Forbidden Light is about $128. And pretty decent set. It's okay. Celestial Storm has that Rainbow Rayquaza and a trainer card. So the ETB is like $250. And we're going to look at these prices. We have Dragon Majesty is really expensive ETB, above $300. Lost Thunder is about $260-ish, I think. And we have Team Up, incredible set. I believe the ETB is like $500. The booster box is $2,000. We're going to check that out. Unbroken Bonds. Booster box is about $558. Unbroken Bonds ETB, because of this incredible artwork, $600. I think it's like $640, $620. Unified Minds is a slapper set. So many great cards, so much depth in this set. It's going to be on the S tier for sure. We'll be checking that out. And I think the ETB is worth getting. And then we have the Hidden Fates specialty set, and which I think has potential, even though it's like $150 right now. And then finally, Cosmic Eclipse. So that's an overview of all the sets from oldest or to newest. Now let's go ahead and check out these sets on pokedata.io, and then we'll go ahead and rank them using this tier maker. All right, so got to make sure that I'm good here. We are good. All right, so we're starting off with Sun and Moon base. Total value. That's my cat. Total value $408. And then the Lily card coming in at $61. So not a whole lot of value we can see from this set, but we have a few evolutions. Umbreon GX $36, Espeon $20. So the set pretty much falls off after Lily. Solgaleo, Umbreon GX I think is great. Lunala GX, Lapras GX, $8. Espeon GX. So pretty not too many big hits in this set. Not too much value. Let's check out the sealed products though. Booster box $219. Hard to say to get a booster box when your best card is $61. But look at these ETBs, $63, and the pack $7.50. So we're gonna rank this one right here. I'm gonna rank it at get an ETB, just because the low entry point. Yeah, these ETPs first sold for like $35 when the set first came out, and now it's $63 for an ETB. But I still think that because of the popularity of the evolutions, there's not a whole lot of depth to this set. I'm not worried about print quality. The set's pretty old, like from 2017, but you got some popular Pokemon. You don't got a whole lot of depth, but popular Pokemon is kind of like a big deal when it comes to Pokemon, right? So I'm going to rank that an ETB. Definitely not an S tier. I think it's worth getting a pack, but I think your best value is going to be that ETB. All right. Second set in Sun and Moon is Guardians Rising, the second set to come out. All right, so right away we have a Sylveon GX, and the total value of this set is 546, so more value than Sun and Moon base. Let's see what it's packing with, though. You just have the GX Sylveon, Alolan Ninetales, $28, so it pretty much falls off after Sylveon. You have the Sylveon GX, $17. Incineroar is pretty cool, and Metagross, but those are only $14. The Lycanroc, $12. Tapu Koko, $9. So you have some cool, decent, popular Pokemon. They're not incredibly popular. Here's this Drampa. That's nice. Sylveon GX. There's not a whole lot of card value in this set, but I think it has somewhat popular Pokemon. The most popular probably being Sylveon. So total value $546. Definitely nothing in comparison to the other sets, such as Unbroken Bonds, Unified Minds. But the booster box is $326. Your best card is $60, so not really worth it. The ETB, $98 for 8 packs. And your booster pack's $8.29. So not a whole lot of depth to this set. You got some popular Pokemon. Elite Trainer box, $98. I don't know. I think it's best to probably just go with a build and battle box or a pack. So I'm going to put it in the B tier. All right. Our third set typically ends up being a set that showcases Charizard, and that is Burning Shadows. So Burning Shadows right off the bat has more value, $957. And right away it goes to the first card, Charizard GX, at $360. After that, the set kind of falls off. You have the Darkrai, but it's only $19. Incredible card, though. Rainbow Rare Darkrai. And the Machamp and the Gardevoir. So you have some partners. You have some Pokemon that are popular that I think can help carry the set. Marshadow, I like that. The other Lycanroc, the Noivern, the Necrozma's cool. But these are Pokemon that maybe I like. Darkrai. So you got somewhat of some depth in this set. Not incredibly popular Pokemon though, besides Charizard, and people already don't like Rainbow Rares. So let's check it out. The booster box, not too bad, $369 for a $360 Charizard, not bad. And the Elite Trainer box, $100. You know what? I didn't think I was gonna do it, but I'm gonna say right now I'm going to put in the S tier solely because of the Charizard. I know this might be a hot take and the set falls off after Charizard, but you have Charizard and Darkrai. And that's pretty much it in this set. But the Charizard is already $350, $60, and the booster box is $360. So I would definitely prefer to get an ETB. I actually did get an ETB, 2 of them for $90. But I think that Charizard just has more room to grow for the overall set. You know, there's not a whole lot of depth in this set. If we go back to this, I did say S tier by everything. Popular, card value, depth, print, entry point. I think the entry point is really good for the ETB at $100 or $90, like I was able to get one for. I'm not concerned about the print. The depth doesn't have a whole lot of depth, but you do have to help the Charizard, the Darkrai, Machamp, and Gardevoir, which are popular Pokemon. So I feel like the set overall is $360. I think that's fair. But I think it still has room to grow for an ETB and a booster box and even packs, because the packs are only $13. And some of the packs, like Dragon Majesty, is like $50 packs. And that set doesn't have really any value. All it has is the Mewtwo and an incubator. So, and the Rainbow Mewtwo. But let's go to the fourth set. The fourth set is Shining Legends. And let me double check. Yeah, we're good. So Shining Legends, total value 391. 391. So right off the bat, less value than Burning Shadows. You have the Mewtwo and the Incubator. I was just talking about this set. I got it confused with Dragon Majesty. But Shining Legends, the fourth set, the first specialty set in Sun and Moon, $120 for Mewtwo GX, $50 for the Rainbow Mewtwo. So I'm surprised that's $50. Raichu 28, Shiny Mew, Shiny Rayquaza. So you got a lot of popular Pokemon in this set right away. You have the Entei, popular, Shining Arceus, Shining Genesect. I don't know how popular these Shining cards are, but I know they have some following. Zoroark GX, classic. Now we have Hisuian, Zoroark, some more Mewtwo, some more Entei. So I think this set has some depth. And then it falls off though right after that. So sealed products, let's check it. 267. Yeah, that's just a little too expensive. I mean, these two cards probably have a lot of room to grow. These 5 actually, very popular Pokemon. So it makes sense that with the nice artwork, Ho-Oh 267, I would just get a pack though. I think it's just a Mewtwo set, which is cool, but we already have better Mewtwo sets like in Unified Minds we're gonna check out. So we're gonna put and buy a pack. I wouldn't buy the ETB. It's just too expensive right now. It's 267 unless you really are banking on that Mewtwo gaining value over time. Then I would say, yeah, ETB if you can get a really good deal on it, which StockX or eBay. All right. So we went over Shining Legends. Now let's check out Crimson Invasion. Let's check that out. This set really only has the Gyarados. All right, total value $286. So one of the least valuable or weakest sets in Sun and Moon. The Lusamine, I'm surprised isn't more expensive. She's only $33. I'm surprised she's not $133, but that's just the way the market goes sometimes. So people don't like this set. It's not their favorite set. There's not a ton of value. But there is a popular Pokemon in the Gyarados, I will say. You have some trainer cards, another Gyarados, bunch of rainbow cards of Pokemon people forgot about, I feel. I certainly did. But yeah, it just falls off after that. Not popular Pokemon. So the booster box is $200. Your best card is $30. Yeah, that's a cheap booster box, you would think, for a Sun and Moon set, but the value is just not there. There's just not a whole lot of depth, not a whole lot of popular Pokemon besides Gyarados. So the ETB and the packs, I think, are the way to go. So I wouldn't buy everything, but the ETB and the packs for Crimson Invasion, I think, is fair. Right here. $62, you know. Just to say that, like, you have the potential of having a Rainbow Gyarados, you know. I think over time that'll hold some weight. So, Crimson Invasion. Alright, next set. We're not into the Super Fire sets yet. We're going to get there. We're on Ultra Prism. We'll go through Ultra Prism, Forbidden Light, Celestial Storm, and we'll make our way there. So, Ultra Prism is actually a heavy hitter set. Look at this set. $1,423.11. Trainer City. So many trainers. The Lily, 453. Full Art Cynthia, 118. Lusamine, 111. Gardenia, 55. Mars, 55. Lana, 51. The Leafeon, Evolutions. Alright, this set is good. It has Evolutions, and it has some gold cards of the legendaries in this set. Solgaleo, Lunala, and you have Palkia and Dialga and Duskmane, Necrozma. Stop. Just stop. The Pokefan. Come on. Alright, this set is fire. $603. I feel like that's pretty fair because Team Up is $2,000. Unified Minds is like $500. So the fact that this set has so many trainers in this set and evolution rainbows, it's just got a lot of value, a lot of depth. And so I might even say, you know what? The packs are $19.50. I'm going to say buy everything. You know? The first time I recorded this video, I had to redo it because I wasn't recording. So that's why I double checked. So I'm changing my mind. I'm going to say buy everything for this Ultra Prism, which I didn't think I was going to say. So we're going to buy everything on this set. 600. It just has so much value. So many trainers. So many trainers. Evolutions. Legendaries. Rainbows. Legendary rainbows. Like, that'll be popular. It already has a lot of value. And these are already, I think it's already a good set. The ETB is expensive for sure. $268. But I mean, it's worth it for the value, in my opinion. So, and let me know in the comments if you disagree. Let me know, what set do you think is better? What sets are S tier and only S tier? Let me know. Forbidden Light. Let's see what we're working with. $670 for value. Okay. You got the Lucario, popular. Greninja, popular. Danta, somewhat. Dialga, popular. So a lot of rainbows though. And a lot of people, again, going back to popularity, don't like the rainbow holo rares. Um, and I get it. I agree with them in that it sometimes just takes away from the artwork. But they look sick. And they're not making them supposedly. You have the Zygarde, Xerneas, Ultra Necrozma, Yveltal, Greninja GXs. Then you have your GXs. So I think there's enough depth in this set. Yeah, there's enough depth. Look at all these GXs, Ultra Necrozma GX, and then it's still going. So there's enough depth. Popularity, I think, not the most incredibly popular Pokemon ever, but some of them, Let's check it out. I think this picture is wrong. It shows a Japanese set. But $401, 128. So considering the value, the top card is 61. I don't think the booster box should be $400. I mean, it is. That's the market for it. But I think the ETB is the way to go on this one. $100 and you have a set that has depth, but not a whole lot of and the entry point is nice, but not a whole lot of popular Pokemon, especially because in this Forbidden Light, most of them are rainbow rares. So, and that's not very popular. Maybe later down the line, but not right now. Celestial Storm. Here's some value right here. $1,000 total value for this set. Card value. The Licia, 268. The Rayquaza, 111. Okay. The Caesar, 29. Kind of falls off after that. There's no other Pokemon. You have the Blaziken and Articuno, but again, rainbow rares, not the most popular cards often. The Maneticics. I like the rainbow rares, but the Shift Tree. So you got some cards, you got some GXs, but it kind of falls off fairly quickly after the first two cards, Rayquaza and Licia. And the next great Pokemon card is all rainbows and Rayquaza again. So let's check out the prices. $712, super overpriced. The booster box, the Elite Trainer box, it does say $343 on StockX. There is an asking price for like $250, $260, so I think that's a good deal. $343, really expensive. Of course, it's a beautiful box though. Build and Battle packs $20. So for Celestial Storm, your best hit is a trainer card and the Rayquaza. The Rayquaza is going for $111. So I would say I'm not too sure about a booster box, but perhaps an ETB, because it's just, and especially if you can get it for a good deal, ETB, and definitely a pack if they're $20. So, all right, let's check. All these sets are pretty cool. Dragon Majesty, not cool. It looks cool at first. Watch. $400 for value. Okay, that sounds good, right? You got some popular Pokemon. Salamence, Reshiram is cool, not as popular, and White Kyurem again, cool, not as popular. But what I'm gonna argue is that these are rainbow rares, and people don't really like them right now. At least right now. Ultra Necrozma was $72, so it has potential, right? Has potential, and then it falls off. So I mean, there's some cool cards. Don't get me wrong, but their card value isn't there, and the depth isn't there. Great looking cards here and there, but card value, it's a specialty set, remember, so there's a lot of product. And look at this Elite Trainer box, $351. So, and for these cards, I don't know if I'm willing to pay $351 for those cards, right? So Dragon Majesty, I'm not gonna buy you. Anyone else wants to let me know in the comments that they would and that it's a good buy, let me know. Or just collection, investment, let me know your thoughts. But let's go. So next, Lost Thunder. I like Lost Thunder. I'm thinking the build and battle boxes are the way to go for this, or the ETB, or even the booster box. But let's check it out first. Total value, $1,000 and $138. Okay, so you got a lot of value in this set. That's good to remember. Always remember that. And now let's look at popularity and depth. All right, so the Lugia, 144, really popular Pokemon. Look at the Lugia Altart and Ghost. Silver Tempest. I almost said Lost Origin. But yeah, so Mimikyu GX, $71, and the Suicune, $61. So I think for me, what carries the set the most is the Lugia, and then in second, the Suicune. And then in third, that Tyranitar for 38. You have the Professor and Trainer cards, but and the Lugia GX. So I think it's a Lugia set featuring, you know, Suicune, even though it's a Rainbow Rare. And I've been mentioning popularity is down for Rainbow Rares, but it's Suicune though, and it's a good artwork of Suicune, and it's a good artwork of Tyranitar, in my opinion. Then you have Zora, Lola Ninetales, so some popular Pokemon there. And then let's see for the depth. You got the Suicune GX, Zora GX. They're not... Now, the card value isn't really there for these GXs, but it just adds a little bit of more depth to the set, and then it kind of falls, right? Okay. So we looked at the value, 1,100 pretty much for value. Now let's look at the ETBs. $481 for an ETB. Okay, I think that's the market, right? And $250 for the Elite Trainer box. I think StockX has someone selling one for a better bargain than that average. But the Lugia, $144. So that's where you're mainly trying to hit, because after that, there's no other cards above $100. So I think a Lugia for a booster box, Elite Trainer box. Honestly, the booster box is probably better than the Elite Trainer box. You get 8 packs here, but you get 36 here. So if you can get a good deal in this Lost Origin booster box, now let's go ahead and rank it. I'm going to say, and then the packs, $15. You know what? I changed my mind. Earlier I was only saying ETB, but if the booster box is $481 and the ETB is almost, it's just barely half or more than half of it, just a better value for your buck. And I would say the ETB if you don't want to go all in on a booster box, but yeah, I would say buy everything. It has Lugia, Suicune, Tyranitar. They're all Rainbow Rares, but they're all iconic Pokemon. The entry point is pretty good for the booster boxes, and the ETB, I feel like it's not too bad either, just to have in your collection. But yeah, I'm gonna make it S tier. When I recorded this video and wasn't actually recording, I didn't have it in the S tier, but I'm calling it now. Sometimes you got to look at these sets over and over and really try to determine whether or not it's good for your collection or investment. All right. And that's what I'm trying to do, trying to help us all with, you know, because we all want to collect and build up our collections or investments and sell things down the line so we can get other things. It's just fun. It's a fun hobby. So, all right, next we got Team Up. Here's where we start cooking now. $2,882 in value. Incredible. Let's check out why. Let's just check out these cards. All right. The Full Art Latios and Latios, $732. The Full Art Gengar and Mimikyu GX, $276. These are all GXs too. What an era. Full Art Magikarp and Wailord GX. You have the Erica's Hospitality, $133. Eevee and Snorlax GX Rainbow, $132. Sabrina Suggestion, $121. The Rainbow Gengar and Mimikyu, $110. Pikachu and Zekrom, $95. The Jasmine, $76. Gengar and Mimikyu again, GX. Wow, $61. Latios and Latios. And look, some of these are rainbows, but they're iconic Pokemon, popular Pokemon, showcased together, and people love them. They're popular. 2 Pokemon on 1 card, even though it's a rainbow, people love this set. So much value. Look at this Gengar and Mimikyu, these trainers. Wow. Even the trainers have value in this set. The whole set, Celebi and Venusaur, rainbow rare. Even getting these cards in singles would be nice, but the set itself has so much depth, so much popular Pokemon, so much going for it. You even have another Incineroar GX. I think this card, Incineroar, has 2 rainbow rares now for Sun and Moon. Just fully stacked set. Fully stacked. $2,000. That makes sense because, gosh, you can almost make $2,000 back just on or half of that, just on maybe getting a decent hit. Maybe not half, because if you get these rainbows down here, you know, you're getting $36. But to have sealed and sell the packs out of the booster box, if you want to sell the packs, gosh, the packs are $51. The Elite Trainer box, $580 for 8 packs. So quadruple the value for quadruple the packs. It makes sense, right? So, man, Team Up, so much value in this set. Almost $3,000 in value. I think it's the most valuable set in Sun and Moon. So it's got to go into the S tier. It really does. All right. And the ETB has room to grow at 580. That's a huge collectible, I think. And the packs, if you just want to go the packs and have a pack in your collection, $51 S tier. Buy everything. If you were to pull a rainbow, or not even a rainbow, but just a really good card from a pack, that would be incredible. $50 and you could pull any of these cards. That's pretty nice. All right, that's team up. Let's go ahead and check out. We're skipping Detective Pikachu and going to go to Unbroken Bonds and then Unified Minds. Unbroken Bonds total value $1,000 and $444. Man, gosh, look at these tag teams. Okay, so not as much value as Team Up, but Unbroken Bonds still a lot of value, almost $1,500. So Full Art Gardevoir, $202. Wow, if you were to pull that. Reshiram and Charizard, $125. Greninja and Zoroark, $97. Green's Exploration, $86. Red Challenge, $75. Marshadow Machamp, $73. Blastoise, $70. Tag Team Gardevoir and Sylveon. Trainer cards. Depth. Look at all this depth. Reshiram, Greninja. They're only $33. Machamp and Marshadow, $25. But iconic Pokemon, iconic set. Popular cards all around. You got some depth on some lower valuable cards, only in the $6 range, but still incredible artwork. Popular Pokemon. Home run set right here. And look at this. $558 for the booster box. You got to get the booster box. Come on, you get way more packs. But this collectible right here, ETB Unbroken Bonds, $660. Makes sense. S tier. If you're able to buy everything. But more specifically, that booster box, I really do believe. And the packs are really cheap. That's why I kind of put it at buy everything, because your entry point, going back to that last final point, your entry point's really good. The set has depth, the set has card value, and it's popular. Originally, I only had this in the buy a pack section, but like I said, changing my mind. You have to look at the sets, you know, more than once. Certainly, you got to look at them over and over. All right. Unbroken Bonds, we're almost done. We got Unified Minds. Whole lot of value in this set. $1,500, $1,533 in value. You get the full art. So the best card's a full art trainer card. That kind of helps you in case you pull it. $165. The Mewtwo and Mew, $149. The Mega Sableye and Tyranitar, $131. You get the Alolan Raichus and regular Raichu. Slowpoke and Psyduck. So some popular Pokemon straight up, and then you have some iconic tag teams, right? A bunch of rainbows right here. Not as popular rainbows, but still gives you some some added value. Mewtwo GX, Garchomp Giratina, so the Latios, Mewtwo and Mew. So these aren't really expensive cards right here. $15, $19, but it just adds depth to the set. So you're going to be at least getting in a pack something, right? Hopefully something decent. If not, something from down here for $6 and, you know, iconic set, popular, some nostalgicness to it, but just those tag teams, incredible. So let's see the sealed product. $586, $349. And the best card is $165, $149. So, I mean, I think it's an S tier set. You have 4 cards above $100, so I think that kind of helps. And then you have a lot of cards around the $40 range. So the booster box, $586, I feel like that's worth it. I mean, it's also the market, right? $349, you get 8 packs. So it might be better just to go with the booster box than this ETB. But also, remember, StockX has some pretty good deals on ETBs and booster boxes. And the packs, $21. So you can't, the packs are $21. Low risk, high reward. We're going to go with S tier. Buy everything. Buy everything if possible. It's not possible for me, sure enough. I'm definitely sticking with the Burning Shadows and the ETBs possibly down here for a little cheaper, because these are just really expensive, but there's a ton of value. Buy everything in terms of packs, building battle boxes, blisters, just if you want to have a cool blister, 3-pack blister, because there's depth in these sets. Entry point is pretty good, the card value, and they're popular Pokemon. That's what's going to give you price appreciation, is the popularity, the demand for the product. All right, Hidden Fates. We're almost there. Here's a specialty set right here. Ton of value. I think this is a great buy because there's only an ETB available, and the ETB is like under $150 right now. So the total value for Hidden Fates is 1,473. You have the Charizard GX 378, Umbreon 114. Falls off a little bit with the Sylveon GX 82, Cynthia 77, Espeon GX 55. So there's a good amount of value right away, and there's popular Pokemon. And look at even more depth. Mewtwo GX 48, Leafeon 31, Gardevoir 28, Greninja 27, Lucario 24, Darkrai, and these are all shiny. 22, Glaceon 22, Caesar 20. The trainer car, Alolan Ninetales, Ho-Oh, Articuno, Reshiram, the three birds, Noivern, some random golds of those Ultra Beasts or whatever they're called. So the two Lycancrocs, or Lion Rocks, whatever you call them. So whole lot of depth, whole lot of product, but your best bet is going to be this Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. I believe you get 10 packs, and you get the 3-bird promo. So that is not necessarily buy everything because there's no booster boxes, but there's a ton of value. And the low entry point is going to give that A tier listing for that specialty set. We got one more set, everyone. And then you can let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know which sets are better. Or how would you change this tier list? And it's a public tier list. You just got to go to the tier list name that I have. All right. Last set, Cosmic Eclipse. 2,372. Second highest value, I believe, after Team Up. So let's keep that in mind. Second most valuable set after Team Up. You have the Rosa 195, Lily's Full Force 180. So 2 trainers to start. The 3 legendary right here, Arceus, Dialga, Palkia 175. The Full Art Solgaleo and Lunala 130. The Full Art Cynthia trainer 128. So lots of trainers. What else? What other Pokemon? Blastoise and Piplup GX. Red and Blue 94. Reshiram and Zekrom 93. Charizard and Braxton 88. Some more trainers 72. So you got a lot of depth. And these rainbows are nice. $40, $50. Full art, Laponi and Jigglypuff. Incredible artworks. You even have the Ericas with Vileplume for $39. So you got a great amount of depth in this set. You have the 3 legendaries right here in GX form. Wow. So incredible artworks. You even have some more rainbow rares of some other Pokemon. But wow, so many artworks. Look at this one. So sick for $9. All right. I might have to get some singles because the singles are just, some of them are really cool and really cheap. $890 for $2,000 of value. More than $2,000. And the ETB for 8 packs, $367. Yeah, these booster packs, $21. I think that's a great deal. Build and battle boxes, $42. And again, StockX might be a good way to go for these. But yeah, incredibly valuable set. Booster box is a little expensive at $800, but Team Up is $2,000, and it has a bunch of tag team cards as well, and ton of value in that set. So that's the tier list, everyone. We have the S tier, buy everything, because of the popularity of the cards or the Pokemon, the card value, the depth, or the entry point. The Burning Shadows, the Ultra Prism, the Lost Thunder, either getting the packs or the ETB. And of course, the Team Up boosters, 2,000. The Unbroken Bonds is only 580 for the booster box, so I think that's a great pickup. Unified Minds as well, great pickup. Cosmic Eclipse, ton of value in those tag team sets. And so the A tier, buy an ETB, we have Sun and Moon Base for $63, $60. Celestial Storm for like under $260. Hidden Fates for under $150. And then I think those are, the more, you're going to get more for what you pay for these sets. Sun and Moon does only have Espeon and Umbreon, but I think the entry point, again, only $60 for that ATB. Hidden Fates, entry point, really good, under $150. And then you have your B tier, just maybe packs, don't bother maybe with the ETB or booster boxes for right now. In my opinion, at least, we have the Guardians Rising, it just has a Sylveon. Shining Legends has the 2 Mewtwo's, the Rainbow Mewtwo and the Mewtwo that's in the incubator. The Crimson Invasion doesn't have a whole lot. And Forbidden Light doesn't have a whole lot. It just has a few dragons in it and not the most popular dragons. So that's the tier list, everyone. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Stay safe, everyone. I'll see y'all next time. This was the ranking for Sun and Moon. Next will be Sword and Shield. Until next time, peace.